joining me on Terror Machine. This is a general monthly reading for the month of March 2017, and this will be for the sign of Cancer. So let me go ahead and give these cards a shuffle to see what energies you'll be working with for the month. Okay, what you have in the middle of the reading is the King of Wands in the upright and the nine of swords. So the king of wands is usually a person that has a lot of authority and control, and they usually use information, or they have a lot of action and drive about themselves to have a lot of control. You could be going through this feeling or meeting somebody that has this, but the king of wands is a good person to go to if you're going outside of yourself and not feeling those type of feelings for the month of March, that they can help you um, set things forward in a concrete fashion that is very systematic and very to the point of A, B, and C, that you can go down a certain path or get certain information that could benefit you. And they're well knowledgeable, and they are great person that could research information for you. Or they usually, the knights to the king of wands to me is usually, all kings have a lot of personal experience that they draw from, that can help you move forward in a certain direction if you're going to this person to try to get information, or try to have this person help you um lay something out that could help you obtain something physical in your world. The second card you have is the nine of swords in the upright. So in the month of March, you may be pondering over different issues or different aspects that people is bringing to you, and you are up at night analyzing a lot of either stuff you personally been through, or information that people's bringing to you. And it can be positive information, it could be information to move you, it could be family issues, it could be all kind of stuff, but they bringing it to you because they feel that you're a person that has a lot of heart and knowledge on it, but it's keeping you up because you worrying about these different aspects, that certain things that people are bringing to you. Or you could be going through a lot of stuff in March that has you up worrying, and you're trying to figure out different angles of how to take care of it. Or you could be having a point in the month that you having a lot of anxiety of over different things. Or you could be just not getting enough rest because you're too much in your head over different aspects that are happening in the month of March. What you have underneath you is the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So it's showing me maybe you up at night worrying about stuff because you're trying to find a way to maintain some kind of balance between two different things that you have in your physical realm. It could be your job and your family, it could be money, bills, um, love and money. It's that you're trying to find a way to practice some kind of control and balance, and keeping yourself stable when it comes to your personal realm and what you're working with and how your life is proceeding forward. And maybe that's what is trying to that has you up at night worrying and not getting no sleep. It's because you're trying to find a way, or try to find the common ground to keep everything even kelter in your physical realm without being totally thrown off. But as you're going through it in a month, you're going to be thrown off with something. Something is going to throw you off and have you just going all out of control. And it's saying that you're going to be focusing too much on one thing and not enough on something else. What you have in the past is the devil in reverse. So in the past, you may have got to a point that you started to unchain yourself from different aspects of your life that it was not bringing a positive benefit to you, and that you felt like that whatever you was chained to was not serving a common good in your life, so you decided in the past to get rid of it or reject it, or just don't do that pattern no more in the future, coming up in the future months or coming up within this year. You've decided to drop the old habits that wasn't showing your true character, or they was not presenting you in the greatest light, so you decided to just get rid of them, cut them out, and just walk away from them, and trying to invent certain new things that you could be involved in or bring into your life that will work for you. What you have crowning the top of you is the Three of Cups in reverse. So the Three of Cups in reverse is saying that for the month of March, you're going to want to be isolated. You're really not going to want to be dealing with friends, and it's maybe because you're mulling over issues that are more important, and you're just not in the mood to celebrate anything or hang out with people because you already got it in your head that is basically that you could use the time to do something else, so you would rather isolate yourself and work on different issues. Maybe you're isolating yourself for the month to regain balance over certain things in your life, or to find ways to kill out issues that you feel like they're not bringing you a benefit, but you are being more self-contained in yourself to regain balance in your life. And you being out with people is one that you don't feel like celebrating. Number two, you may be at a state that you don't want their opinions to mess with you trying to get control in your life, and you're trying to find your own way of doing it without any involvement with other people, or taking loose information in casual conversations, because usually when you celebrate with people, people bring up ideas to you, and they just in usual common talk, you're just talking to people and they bring up little ideas because they're in the midst of a conversation. You just don't want that kind of influence on you because you're trying to retain good balance in your life with concrete information or concrete action. So you trying to isolate yourself so you can basically think about it, and you're just not in the mood to celebrate or be out with people. The last card you have is the Death in reverse. So the Death is showing me in reverse is whatever situations you're trying to go through for the month, it's going to take some time for it to kind of kill itself off, or it's going to take time for you to kill these situations out. You want death to come in to bring in something new or clear out something old, so something new can come in. But it seems like you're still dealing with old issues that is being throwing you off balance, and it's not bringing a conclusion to certain things in your life. And that's what the Death in reverse is. It's just saying is no conclusions to whatever is going on to your life, or any kind of resolution, so you can move on to something else. So let me go ahead and get some clarifier cards for some of these reversals you have, and see why you off balance. We'll start with the Two of Pentacles. This Page of Wand keep popping up in everybody's reading. So the Page of Wand is, you may be dealing with a child or a teenager, or you may be having an issue with them, or you may be having one that's getting out of school and getting ready to go to college, and you trying to figure out how you could balance some money out to get them in school, but they bringing you information, and the information they bringing you is having you off balance, or they bringing you, like they say this is a person that's going to start college or start next year in college, or in the summer start college, and they bringing you all kind of financial information, and you're trying to cram it, but you trying to have means to still take care of them and send them to school. That's the best example. But this young pages bring you information that you're trying to adopt in your personal schedule, or your personal accounts and stuff, and it's having you off balance. Let me see. Okay, and you have the Six of Cups in reverse. The Six of Cups is usually a child card, but and it's still a child card. It's just that it's showing that you're not trying to do old stuff to keep yourself in balance. It's showing that if you was doing a certain plan, you got off of it, and then when you got off of this certain plan that was keeping you in balance, it's saying that it threw you off balance. You're not trying to do old kind of ways that may not have worked to keep you in balance. Is just saying you're not trying to do old things now with this new information that's coming in from this page. You're not trying to just do old patterns or old ways of doing something. So let me see why. Because the death don't need to be clarified, and it's good that you dropped whatever old patterns. Let's do the Three of Cups. Okay, you got the moon in reverse. Maybe you somebody brought you some information about one of the people you could be, one of your social friends, and it you may have found out something negative about them, and you just trying to detach from them because you just don't want that feeling around them. You may have heard some not bad news, or you may heard a secret about one of your friends, and that's probably one of your social friends that you always go out with, but somebody exposed somebody's business or somebody's situation, and you're not feeling it, so you kind of detaching from them. Yeah, like I said before, you're working on yourself, because you got the Six of Pentacles, Six of Swords. Sorry about that. In reverse, the Six of Swords in reverse is showing me that you're not learning from no old lessons, or you don't have nothing. You're not gaining nothing to move you forward by hanging out with people. That's what it's pretty much saying. That's why you isolating yourself, to get yourself together, because usually the Six of Swords upright means traveling, moving, and or taking what you learned before and moving on to something new. So maybe you're getting tired of hanging out with your friends, and you decided not to just hang out with them this month, or you try to say, okay, so one of my friends is talking bad about me, so basically I'm gonna disconnect because they're kind of hurting me to a certain point that I can't get nothing out of it. It's not bringing nothing to change my situation. They're just talking bad about me. So you just decided not to deal with them. And maybe, maybe that's one of those things that you have to draw back from your friends, because one, you got a gossiper within your friends telling people's business, and it's just a bad pattern and a bad habit with the moon and the three of cups in reverse, and you're just ready to detach from them and stuff. Let's see what the death brings. See what the death brings when it comes to your situation. Wow. The magician. So the magician is saying that you have enough skills within yourself to change the situation. You have everything that you need to make yourself back in balance, or balance a situation that you have with this young person, and to kind of stop thinking about stuff going all bad and bringing you anxiety. But it's saying that you have everything that you need to make everything, um so you can change the situation at hand. You don't have to really go outside yourself. It's just really going in yourself. Or maybe if you do, it's getting some more information from this King of Wands on how to change the situation around you. And the last card you have is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a person that's usually very good with their words, but you may be meeting a person that's not good with their words. But it also can show that whatever information or thoughts you have, you're rejecting the thought, because you're running in this pattern of being anxiety and don't know what to do and losing balance. So basically, what it is whatever idea you're thinking about, you're discarding it of how to change your situation. You're kind of throwing it in the garbage can of saying negative things of, oh, that won't work. I think of this, oh, no, that might not work or whatever. But in the cards, it's saying that maybe you're bringing up something that you have enough skill to do to change a situation and bring back balance. It's just, don't discard the idea. Just take the idea to a person that whatever you think about in the form of an idea that you want to bring in, is saying don't discard the idea. Just take the idea to somebody that has more information about that actual thing you're thinking about, and see how can you use it to bring yourself back into balance, and maybe work out some of these kind of issues you keep going around and having in your head that you want to clear out. So I hope you like this reading. Go ahead and hit subscribe. Go ahead and leave your comments at the bottom. You can thumb the video up or down, and I'll talk to you later.